With the festive period coming, lots of planning, of course, organising, cooking and wrapping, the list goes on. But how should we do it properly? Someone who knows the drill is Grant Harrold, former royal butler, if you please, and etiquette expert, and he's on the line. Hello, Grant.
Good evening, Mum.
Hi, lovely to talk to you. Nobody's ever called me that. Nobody's ever called me that.
Really?
No. That's like being Juliet Bravo.
Well, we'll have to change that at once. Absolutely. We'll make a new law that all ladies should be called Mum.
If you could do that, that would be amazing. Are you allowed to tell me who you were butler to?
I was butler for the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall.
Wow.
And for Princes William and Harry.
Oh, my word.
Back
Big
in the
time. Big time. Do you have to sign the Official Secrets Act when you do that?
Absolutely. I mean,
I thought so.
There's obviously, there's things that I obviously can talk about and there's things I can't talk about. And I think over the last few years I've learnt about the things that I can. And as I say, I'm not in the Tower of London yet, so I must be doing okay.
And I mean, the things you can talk about is, I guess, the sort of job that you will have done, which is basically, I mean, you must have prepared loads of events.
Exactly. It's the kind of job they've done. And it's also the more unusual things, from dancing with the Queen at a party in Scotland a few years ago, to being given some wonderful little Easter eggs, one Easter by the Prince of Wales. So, there's and being invited to royal weddings as I go along as well. So there's lots of little kind of things that I kind of share with people. And as I said to you, I think over the last couple of years I've just kind of learnt about the things that people find interesting. And it's nice for me always kind of talk about the positives of what it's like to work for the royal family.
Absolutely. Now then, we want to know about the rules of Yule. We want to know about something as difficult as who should we invite to our house for Christmas? That is such a tricky thing, isn't it?
It can be tricky, and you've almost kind of got to be a bit of a goodwill ambassador and United Nations ambassador, because when you get the family together, you've got to make sure that there's no fallout, that everybody's happy, that everybody gets on. You don't want to go invite people that are possibly going to have a fallout, or a couple that's just got divorced.
No, don't do that.
That's probably a kind of non-goer. So you've got to kind of really plan ahead, especially with family, as to who is going to get on, who enjoys each other's company. And as I say, if there's any kind of issues, don't not invite them. Just make sure that they're invited after the others have gone. So be very diplomatic.
Oh, I like that. Yes, just invite them when the others have gone. Yes, that's exactly a good idea. I like that.
Just don't tell anyone.
Absolutely. Now, what about seating? Because you must have done quite a few seating arrangements in your time, and you have to make sure that the right people are sitting next to each other. Are there any rules for that?
You do. So basically, couples get split up. And
do they?
Hate this. Yeah, people hate this, because you want to sit next to your loved one or to your partner, or you want to be next to that
well, some don't,
somebody.
But yeah.
Some don't. Well, this is the opportunity for the ones that don't want to sit next to them. It's a great opportunity to go to these parties, because, strictly speaking, you should be split up, and to your partners at the other end of the table, which doesn't mean to say that you misbehave or act inappropriately in any other way, but it just means that you've got the chance to speak to somebody else for the evening, and right. It's quite a nice idea, I think. Yeah.
So basically, you want people to make a bit of an effort at the party.
Yeah,
at the Christmas dinner.
Exactly. Make a bit of an effort. But I say not too much, because unfortunately with a lot of Christmas parties, a lot of gents and sometimes ladies can be too friendly to others, and you've always got to kind of remind yourself to be on your best behaviour at these kind of events as well.
I know. What about the pressures of being the host? Because that is really hard. You have to cook a million dinners. Well, not a million, but a lot of dinners. And you have to keep people entertained, and you have to do all the kind of sorting out, which is a lot of work, isn't it? How do you stay calm in those circumstances?
It can be. Have a bottle of wine nearby. I think realistically, you've got to kind of be able to multitask. If you're going to have an event, you've got to be kind of confident that you can host and cook. If you're not confident, there's nothing wrong with getting somebody else in to do the cooking, or somebody to help you, or somebody to co-host. That's or even if one of your friends offers to help, and some people don't want the help, but on some occasions it's a good thing, and it would also allow you to have a bit of time out the kitchen. So it's worth just plan ahead. With any kind of event, a party, that's what's vital. For us butlers, that was one of the big things, was always planning ahead.
And do you know what else? And you won't have done this as a butler, but I would say, this is my top tip, is don't worry about buying like pre-made food from the supermarket, because some of it is amazing.
Some of it is.
And then just pass it off as your own.
Well, I've been to dinner parties, and you'll have something that is absolutely delicious, and you compliment the host, and then later on the host will say, "I need to let you into a secret," and you think, "Oh, here we go."
Yeah.
It's from the local supermarket. But that's
don't
fine.
fess up.
If that's what you want to do, if you're more comfortable getting something in and doing it that way, nobody's going to judge. I mean, Christmas is about the time of goodwill and actually getting a chance to be with friends and family. That's what's important. And if somebody decides to judge you because you went and bought something, they're not really somebody you want as a friend.
Oh, I agree. Oh, you're great, Grant. Can we have you on every week?
I'd love to go on every week.
Brilliant. Okay. And once we get off air, I'll ask you about that gossip that you can't say on the radio.
Good idea, Mum.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for coming on. That is Grant Harrold, former Royal Butler and etiquette expert, with our first Rules of Yule.